Next, we have Mr. Jon Freeman. John, do you have all your gear? All right. Okay. I can hold your gloves. You good? All right.
They used to call this a talent show. Singers and dancers were all that were used. Then they decided to expand, to amuse you all with various acts, with various views, and bring in poets and performers and groups to bemuse you all with skits and acts of reading of fiction and facts, to transfuse your entertainment as opposed to reuse and abuse, to often the hearing of some cheers and sometimes even some boos. So for your entertainment, I present you this poem. I worked on this thing diligently for, well, not that very long. It is a poem that expresses a worker's views. It is a poem that I titled The Pepco Blues. For those of you who work here, you've heard this before. For those of you who do not work here, let me tell you what Pepco stands for. Our emphasis is that of safety. That's how we think. Safety is who we are. Safety is what we drink. My supervisor skills this into us all the time. He wants us all to keep safety in mind. My supervisor wants us to be alert. He wants us to be concerned. He wants us to be consistent. He wants safety to be burned in our thoughts, in our deeds, in our mind, in our needs. My supervisor wants safety to supersede all that we do and all that we care. My supervisor wants us to stay aware. My supervisor wants safety to set the norm.
Jon, I want you to practice and safety at home.
You know I'm not script. Safety, get out.
Well, I gladly follow my supervisor's wishes to set safety to be the tone, but I get accused of being too safety conscious no sooner than I get home. My kids, they don't care enough about safety. In the place where I call my throne, okay? I tell my son he needs to check his bedroom, most of all, because it always seems to be a wreck. I tell him to look over the house and beware, because there could be safety hazards, and they could be anywhere. Are the alarms checked? Is the fire extinguisher gauge green? Are the batteries new? Is that a tear in the screen? Is the surge protector setting a norm? Have you checked the weather to check for a storm? Can a flood move our house? Is the hot water hot or is it just warm? What if you check the roof? Although we've never seen a mouse, that does not mean there is not proof there might be a mouse sitting up there on the roof. Have you checked for bugs and bees and pollens and trees? I tell my son, I only speak of this because I really care.
Chill out, Dad. Because of your fussing, no one can help but be aware.
I'm safe at home because I love my kids, and I consider myself a good father. And I'm very, very proud of the young lady I raised, my cute little innocent daughter. I make doubly sure my house is secure. I make doubly sure she is safe. And I assist her in any way I can. My beautiful daughter, who is by no means a waif. I try to help her walk down the stairs. 3 points of contact I teach. Your left foot takes one step, Your right foot takes the next. I tell her this in slow, deliberate speech. Now bend your knees when you step down and keep your foot flexed. Completely stand on one step before you take the next. Now hold on to the railing, dear. You use it until you reach the floor.
I don't need your help walking down the stairs.
John, let it go, man. Don't string, man.
These are the issues I have at home where I hold safety up so high. I bring this attitude to work every day. And some of these methods I do apply to my work and my duties here on the job. I always make safety the key. It's fundamental here at Petco. It's here for everyone to see. This is the end of my time up here. I wish there were more time for me, because I could do a whole bunch of rhymes on that subject called diversity. But I'm glad they expanded this talent show where singers and dancers used to be used, so I can stand here and do these rhymes in which I call the Petco Blues.
Round of applause for John. The family, who apparently is here. And Mr. Brown, the supervisor, is here. Ooh, that's an interesting house. Now, when you're doing the 3 points of contact, are you just dragging your feet along? I'm trying to understand how that works. Okay.